All right, I just finally got home. That was a good hard walk. And indeed, the temperature is still 39.0 now. See if it's going to drop any more this afternoon. All right, it's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. It's time for me to make some lunch. So let's get started on making this long grain white rice. I've got my nice little stainless steel sauce pot. I think it will be big enough. And I've got the long grain white rice. We need 2 cups of that. So here's our recipe that I took off a line. I'll try to remember to put a link to this down in the description. So we have got 2 cups of long grain white rice. We will need 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. I don't have unsalted butter, but I do have regular margarine. But I'm not going to use any of that. I'm trying to cut that kind of stuff out. So I'm not going to put any margarine or butter into this. It also says 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil. I didn't buy olive oil because I have peanut oil and avocado oil. So I'm going to use the peanut oil today, and maybe I should have bought the olive oil. And it also says 1 teaspoon of salt. And I am probably not going to put that in. I don't think I will. I think we'll make this first batch without salt and butter and just see how it comes out. And now 4 cups of chicken broth, homemade or canned, low sodium broth. All right, I'm just about to make that. All right, we got our water boiling for that. I'm going to use the Knorr chicken bouillon. I've got 2 cubes here. I've got 4 cups of water. And we're going to just drop these in. We're going to boil this for just a short time. And just get it all mixed up good. I suppose I could have just put all this together in the pot of rice and stirred it up, but I'd rather just make it like this. Take just a few minutes for this to be all mixed together. Here is my peanut oil. I don't really have very much in that bottle, but it'll be enough. I only need a teaspoon and a half. And I don't know why when I was at Winco today I kept thinking I need garlic, so I bought quite a bit of fresh garlic. I don't fool around anymore with the stuff that you buy already chopped up in a jar with oil. That stuff just doesn't taste very good, so I bought garlic that I'm not going to use, at least in this first batch. If this comes out a little weak, I might, in the next batch, actually put some fresh garlic in it. Alright, just a few more minutes on this. So, we'll get our pan going here. We're actually going to put it over here on this burner. Alright, let's go with a teaspoon and a half or so. And I'd say that's 1, and that's a half there. Don't need too much of that wonderful peanut oil. So we'll get it all mixing up in here. This thing's got a little bit more boiling time to go. Let's go back and look at the recipe one more time. So now looking at the directions, number 1, place the rice in a large saucepan. We got that with the butter, olive oil, salt, chicken broth, or water. Bring to a boil uncovered and cook until you see holes forming that tunnel down into the rice, forming on the surface. About 15 minutes. Number 2, reduce the heat to lowest setting and cover saucepan. Cook for 20 minutes and fluff and serve. So this is really a pretty easy recipe, it looks like. All right, I think our nice chicken broth is ready to go. So let's pour our rice into here. There we go. I hope this saucepan will be big enough. It should be. It's probably gonna fill it up pretty full. All right, I need to grab a chicken pot holder here. And over here to the burner. Start pouring it in. We're gonna turn this thing up on high. There we go. So now we need to get a spoon. All right. I like to mix this stuff up. You know, this is gonna be tight. This is the biggest saucepan I have other than the cast iron skillet. This is gonna be tight. I hope I don't end up with a humongous I Love Lucy mess all over my stove. At least it won't be as bad as what Fred and Ethel did to Lucy's kitchen when they had rice going everywhere, all over the floor and all the rest. Okay, we're just coming to a boil there. All right. At least my house is going to smell pretty good when you're cooking something for about 35 minutes altogether is my cook time here. Okay, we're going to bring this to a boil, and then we'll go back and look at our instructions again. Hopefully this will be plenty salty enough with the chicken base. I don't want to add any salt to anything that I'm cooking or eating anymore. By the way, my blood pressure at the doctor's appointment was down to like 183 over... No, not 183. It was down to 123 to 83, I think. So it wasn't too bad. All right, let's turn that down. We'll turn that down. And we want it to keep boiling. All right, there we go. Hopefully this rice is going to come out pretty good. It's all sticking to my stainless steel spoon there. Oh well. So I turned it down so the boiling process would slow down a little bit. Now I've got my nice German stopwatch timer. Set that, and in about 15 minutes or so, I should be in pretty good shape. All right, we've had our 15 minutes and a little bit more. I am seeing the holes kind of start there. So I've turned the heat off, and the burner's going to stay hot. Covered it up, and we'll let it sit another 15 or so minutes. All right, it has been a little bit more than 20 minutes, and I think our rice is good. I don't see any water in there, so I'm supposed to now just kind of start fluffing it up. It seems kind of sticky a little bit, but I think this came out better than other attempts. I never attempted this particular recipe before. Yeah, I think this is gonna be good for sure. My house smells really good right now. There we go. I think this is gonna be great. That's looking pretty good as far as rice goes, I think. Yeah, that came out a lot better. Usually it's just all clumped together, or it's just like mashed potatoes. It's just all mashed. I might have still cooked it a little bit too long. Let's go ahead and try some of this. Mix ourselves a bowl, because this is going to be my lunch. If this turns out pretty good, I might fool around with that chicken. I still haven't opened that package of chicken up yet, and I might get a nice piece of that out of there. And I've got some Brussels sprouts in the freezer. I know, frozen Brussels sprouts. But a nice seared chicken breast with some Brussels sprouts and some of this rice, providing it's going to taste good, might make a really good dinner tonight. All right, here's our bowl of rice. It's going to be my lunch today. If this tastes as good as it smells, that is good. That is really good. I can definitely chase the chicken in it. The chicken flavor I think I'm going to add some black pepper to this. That is good. So I will add black pepper to this. In fact, right now. Let's go ahead and sprinkle some pepper on there. It could use a little salt, but I mean a little bit. I think it's just about as salty as I would want it. The pepper didn't really, that's kind of helping it a little bit. So it could use a little bit more. It needs something. I'm not sure what it is. Garlic, probably. I think the next time I make this, I will make it with garlic. For that amount, I think I'd put in 2 cloves of garlic. The pepper is just right. Doesn't need any salt. You could probably use a little bit of a butter flavor, but I'm really okay with it like this. Wow, that came out good. That is good. That's going to make a really good lunch. So I do believe I will have a dinner tonight. Will be a bowl of rice, a piece of seared chicken breast, and some Brussels sprouts. So we'll do some kind of a food and conversation tonight. If I stop spilling my rice everywhere, when actually down in my overall pocket. This is really good. This is definitely going to be a regular item around my house. So a little bit later on, we'll put together a chicken breast. As rice is flying out of my mouth here. And so forth and so on. Very good. This was a winner. All right, my day is coming quickly to an end. It's been a really good day in the life, but I'm pretty tired. Going for the walk today and shopping at Winco earlier has just worn me out. It's just going on 3 o'clock. The weather has just continued to be kind of rainy. The temperature has went up to 47 degrees, so the rain that's coming down will be rain and nothing else. There won't be any snow down here for sure. Did get my jump boxes all charged up and ready to go. I have just had a good day. It feels really good. I am really happy with the way this rice came out. I think the only change I will make to it is chopping up some garlic, cooking some garlic in it, and possibly maybe increasing the chicken broth flavoring, maybe make it a little bit stronger. I'm not really sure. So for tonight, I'm going to have some of this rice. I'm going to cut up some of this chicken, and we'll sear up a nice little piece in my other grandma's cast iron skillet. And that'll be my dinner for tonight. So comment down below, what's your favorite rice recipe? And what kind of protein do you like to eat with it, if any? That's it for now. Thanks for watching.